So you could also deep freeze them or get them really frozen. You can peel the skin right off for these. But it's a lot of work. And I generally leave the whole fillet, the whole thing connected to the tail because it just makes it easier to fillet out. Gives you something to hold on to. See? And that's almost breakfast.
What do you do with that?
The rest of that? I'll go try to put it in the eagle's nest.
Oh yeah?
Thought about it. Because you know, when I ask people whether or not it'd be a good or bad idea, because in my dream, I didn't come falling down. You ever notice you never find bones in the fish that I give you? Fish sticks. Bones. And that's why there's no bones in them. Literally just cut them up. Now, when I say if they feel they need their fish completely boneless, they're invited to come fillet their own fish because, you know, there might be one extra step, but when you fillet fish at a resort, you can fillet fish for $5 or you can Y-bone them for $10. You know what Y-bone means?
No.
They're boneless.
Oh.
So, you know, that being the case,
She already knows who her boss is.
Don't cats like fish?
mm,
There you go.
Hey, quit batting that cook.
everybody gets mad when they don't got they don't have boneless fish. But and he's like, oh, I didn't find no bones.
That's all the fish you got off one.
That's why I'm not gonna set it in the bay anymore. I'm gonna go set in Trader's Bay. 3 fish total out of setting it twice. No thanks. I'm gonna go continue.
Where'd you set it at? Right in front of the house?
Yep. Terrible spot. How many rock bass I found? Catfish, dogfish.
Really?
Yeah. And when you go for the back, what I do is you can find the ribs, just run the knife along the ribs and you basically carve the meat off of those, and then as you're going back, once the ribs stop, you come out and you poke the knife quite literally, almost literally right out the butthole. And you keep going all the way down to about the end of the tail. Bam. This isn't the fillet knife, so you know. Whoa! My bad for the butchery and botchery. Don't grade me. Because, you know, that's also, like I said, Jesus doesn't judge me when I do a dab, so, you know. Don't judge me on how I fillet fish, but.
Can I come back and take my test then in a couple hours?
Alright.
Yeah, you should be awake by then. Yeah.
Because I'm really tired.
Where to go pee, go back?
Last night. Just waiting for my car.
All night?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I wake up like every hour.
Well, did you make it home last night?
Hell no, he still ain't home. Oh, it makes me mad.
Like I said, he's got to sleep sometime. Just make sure I'm not around because, you know, last time you almost stabbed me too.
I know what day I'm supposed to not be around. About the third day.
Because one day she's flipping out, right? And she goes like this with a board. And
She made me so mad.
I went like this as her hands went forward. And then after I turn around and she runs out into the kitchen and comes back like this. I'm like, whoa, hold up. Before you do that, let me get out of here. Because,
No, you grabbed the knife.
you grabbed the knife. I had
No,
to take,
you
the, I
grabbed
had
it
to
out of
take
my
the
hand.
knife away because...
But, oh my gosh, that's terrible. I had a friend, she went to prison for 2 years because that's what she did.
What?
She had
You
enough.
snapped?
She wanted to fight. She's like, I fought back. She's like, I'm gonna.
My mom was
Because I
locked up with some
stabbed him.
people. And you know what?
And she lived on a sovereign nation, so she went federal and sat in Connecticut for 2
A lot of
years.
a lot of
Just for that.
A lot of women in prison are in there because, well, they iced their dude or they did something. Dude, what? You want up here?
The kitties are fighting me.
Hey. I better be nice to my kitty. Ooh, and you're digging around on my backpack again like it's a toy. It's
Yeah,
not a
that's what she
jungle
was
gym.
trying to stop them from doing, going in your backpack.
You know what
See?
they need?
Look at trying to bite her little tail. Get out of the backpack.
They need a domestic violence program in this community because the one I worked in, they were really. They made it known that they were there and guys were involved. We had men working for us that would re-educate the men on how to treat a woman correctly, and you know they wouldn't put us. We sat in on it too, you know, because women are abusers too. But mostly it's the men when they're drinking and on drugs. They think they can do whatever they want, down to killing them. So I'm just saying, around here, like I see it everywhere, like in everybody's relationship, everybody fights like that. And you wouldn't think it, but I pick up on it here and there when they say something or I see something.
I think everybody does.
Yeah.
Even Christians do.
Like, me and Marcy fight, and I've contemplated the,
I don't know why, huh?
I'm like, because you have a,
I mean, there's a battle in heaven. Why not in your own hearts and in your own relationships? And
because you got your camera going, Auntie, I can't tell you the way I feel about Marcy.
maybe that is. Huh?
I know it.
Sounds big anyway. Oh yeah. Adam and his big truck.
I just don't know why, like my first mode when anybody asks me something is I get defensive. And I always like take it the wrong way. Like, why is that?
My thing is I get mad about it is because you're asking too many questions. Like when I asked Brooke, can I get a pair of gloves, plastic gloves? And he says, for what? You're asking too many questions.
Right?
Just know I do family favors for people I love and care about, but, you know, not sexual favors.
I don't know. Trying to guard your space, maybe.
It's a good dog already. I already like her.
We have to remember that a lot of things that we do are hereditary.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I find myself doing something and get tricked or stopped or whatever, get in trouble with it or whatever, I stop right where I'm at and then say, what did my mom do? What did my dad do when they did this? Because I'm absolutely sure they've done it before me.
Mine ran away from their problems before they got there.
I think everybody does in one way or another. You have to.
I ran away
I
from
think
my
that's why we
feelings.
have the ability to run,
Like,
even in our mind, you know.
I never really sit around very long because, you know, I'm trying to get away from my feelings still. They're almost catching up to me sometimes. I gotta go.
That's why it's probably called the human race. Run for your life.
Let's go into this is everybody else's fish. So everybody else gets to fight for, and that's what she gets. And you know what the funny thing is?
Huh.
It's all gone. You think I'm joking? No. Unc's lucky to get a piece. He complains because he gets the bones, but it's like, well, at least he gets something. If she had it her way, you'd get nothing. Did you heat up any oil in there or what? You didn't